Okay, this is a near top of the table clash. Looks like teams are beginning to catch up in terms of matches played. We're once again in our lovely orange kits. Collins. Forward and absolutely bottles that one. Plant your feet. No matter what sport you play in, it seems like players always get way too excited and don't plant their feet properly before they make an attempt. One of the keys in anything you come across. Make sure you do the steps properly to lead toward success. Don't just try and go at it alone and hope for the best. Oh, I'm already looking forward to a nap after this stream. Gotta figure out what I need to eat for dinner tonight. I don't think I've got anything out. Ah, future problems for future me. Now I am young and immature, but in the future, oh man, I'll be old and wise and know exactly what I want to do. I get that they don't agree with today's lineup, mostly because we have absolutely no bench. That's not my fault. Players decided to get themselves injured. They didn't have to play this match. On them. I've done the best I can with what I've got. Just stop complaining to me about it. This team that's still only played 6 games. Okay, got the depressing grays again. Collins. It around. I don't see a huge breakthrough opportunity. Till now. Alexa decides to prove me wrong as I'm saying it. Really speak up like that more. As always with Football Manager, the Football Manager gods decide to smite you down whenever you try and... Players just love proving you wrong. When you think things are going well, things go poorly. When you think things are kind of boring, things start to happen. There's one thing I'm not a huge fan of, especially with this game. There's only like 3 team talks that prove regularly effective. Revenge, and then either positive or negative talking about the media. Everyone else, I basically never get a result. I expect you to win, they don't care. I expect you to do well, I don't care. Don't play with pressure, they don't care. Of course, the fist pumping is very, very important. Everybody loves a good fist pump. Again, I just find stupid. Going to do something, why not make it so all your team talks have the capability of doing things and getting results? Pace is a player's top speed. What acceleration reflects how quickly a player can retain their top speed. Pace is top speed together with stamina and natural fitness. How long they can maintain it in both short bursts and over the course of a match. Of course, will be faster without the ball. It makes sense. I guess you have to try and hit it properly, so it's hard to hit it in stride. Is that what it comes down to? You have to stutter a little bit and keep the ball going in the proper direction. If you could just perfectly hit it in stride every time, that'd be amazing. There's some people who can nearly do that. I've seen highlights. Just streaking down the field full blast, keeping the ball under control. Fortunately, we don't play at that level. We're stuck doing what we can, slowing down and passing back and forth. But yes, preventing short keeper goal distribution, very important because it also makes it so the enemy has to do, or almost always does, the long ball. As it turns out, just like we're bad at the long ball, so is the enemy. They almost always send it right to our players. We have a lot more highlights that are starting from us receiving the ball from their goalkeeper. Never something you necessarily want. Gordon, who's up over the top for Alexa, and this time we have scored. 9th goal of the season now for him. Not quite a goal a game, but he is very close to it. Between Morris and Alexa, though, we are definitely a goal-scoring machine. 4-4-2 is, admittedly, I hate the formation, and I hate how we're building the attack. It just so happens that we're good enough compared to all our competition that even though we're playing this formation that just doesn't seem to have a really good attacking shape, it's working. Morley. Gordon. Oh my goodness, what the heck was that? Goalkeeper must have money on the game because he just walked out of the net for that one. Look at that one from behind. Gordon on the side, heads it to the center. Their goalkeeper just goes, oh, okay, it's going out of play. Alexa just happens to tack that one in when everyone else was sleeping. Brilliantly done. I vehemently disagree. Oh, that's irritating. I come to your club thinking I'm going to be able to advance my career, but you're going to try and hold me back at this stage? Okay, might be time to, I was not pushing for a move before now, but if that's how we're going to play things, then maybe I'll start pushing a bit harder. Okay, better. Much better. No wonder we can't get anybody into proper training, or the tactical familiarity has not been increasing. Because my assistant coach, who's been in charge of assigning training, assigned a bunch of them roles they don't play. Training absolutely fruitlessly for months now. Well, not absolutely fruitlessly, they are getting better, but mostly fruitlessly in terms of learning their roles. A good result. Nice 2-0 victory against one of the worst teams in the league. We don't normally get clean sheets, and we still... Okay, well, as I said, we don't normally get clean sheets, but we like when we can do well. Okay, Collins. Middle. And after a bunch of bouncing... Hey, how did that end up on Alexa's head? Let's take a look at that back from the backside. That is surprising. I did not think that was going in. So Collins, of course, gets the ball in the wing, goes forward, hesitates, sends it to the center. Okay. So their defender punts it as fast as they could forward. It happens to bounce poorly off of another defender's foot to Alexa's head, and his head just happens to be facing a certain direction, so when it bounces off the side of it, going at Mach 10, it goes right into the back of the net with no one able to respond. That, sure, makes sense. I guess. Continuing. Man, it's been 20, 25 minutes. We've got through one game and a couple of... It seems to be taking a long time to load. Did update my drivers ahead of time, because Football Manager really seems to care a whole... I don't know why. It's not like this is a graphically intense game. But it really loves me to update the graphics driver every time a new one comes out, and it seems to know better than I do. Which, fine by me, I play the game somewhat regularly, so it's always keeping me up to date. I just find it very odd. So, we're spending $18K a month on ground maintenance. Okay, I guess that is more than just the pitch. We do have to pay them to clean up the entire stadium. Still, that seems like a just ridiculous amount of money. Because you divide that in 4, so you get approximately per week. You're talking like $4.5K per week. That is a lot of salary. And maintenance, and lawnmowers, and... I guess sprinkler. Wow, okay. Wonder we're hemorrhaging cash. I think they also realize now, because in the normal squads, they can just get frozen out of the squad, sit on the bench, or not even make the bench, and just be screwed for 6 months or even longer, depending on their contract length, if they're not good enough and I'm not playing them. However, in Australia, if you're not being paid and you are not even making the bench, you may not even be part of the squad. And if you're not part of the squad, lo and behold, you have to agree to mutual termination. So for the players, there's almost no incentive beyond... No, because free players can be signed at any time for free. There's no incentive for them to, if they know they're not going to make the match day squad, not accept the buyout that is forced to happen during the transfer deadline, which I find irritating. But I guess you should have just been better ahead of time. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, we actually have enough players that we might even be able to, one agrees to contract termination. Aho! Bastards. Aha, screw you. Mutual termination, which means they get nothing. Brilliant. I'm so happy about that. That they were holding out just so they could get some money. Nope, they get nothing. I mean, we are fighting tooth and nail to win this league. It has been rough going. Our team is going... I mean, we're dragging our team kicking and screaming and bleeding across the finish line here. Registration rules kicking our butt, and all these injuries kicking our butt. We're still top of the table, but it's not been a smooth ride. That's what I'll say. I think Morris is going to try the same thing. Nope, they're just going to let Collins run at it, and he The third time in a row I've seen a highlight with him going at the goal, and the third time in a row he's gone well left to the goal. Need to work on his left from his right, but if he gets some glasses as well, could be a little off-sided. Callum Elder, I think, have been on the national team a little bit here and there. Fortunately, we really don't think you are... Oh, wait, no, hold on. That's wide center back. What about for left back? Left back, you're about as good as our starters. Fortunately, you're an old man. 31 years old, that's practically ancient in the world of Football Manager. At that point, you might as well retire and run to an old folks' home. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Feel free to follow links down below if you want to see some of my content, and I will see you all next time.